everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Piyush and this is video number 18th in the series AZ900 with Piyush. In this particular video, we will be looking into Azure Role-Based Access Control along with the conditional access. Make sure to watch the video till the end because we will be doing some knowledge checks at the end for AZ900 sample exam questions. And I will do a small walkthrough of Azure portal and how we can do the role assignment using Azure RBACs. So let's start the video. So there are resources in Azure such as virtual machine, databases, Azure function, Azure web app, and so on. And you need to perform certain tasks on each of these resources such as start stop virtual machine, edit virtual machine, view virtual machine, and so on. Assigning each of these permissions manually to a user is a tedious and inefficient task. Instead, you can group these actions into multiple groups called roles and assign that role to a user. You can also assign multiple roles to a user. In this example, if you want your user to have read-only access to the various resources, you can create a reader role with certain set of permissions such as view virtual machine, view database, read function, and view web app. All of these permissions collectively known as a role that you can assign directly to a user or a group of users. If you remember one of our earlier videos in which we discussed about resource hierarchy, role can be assigned to management group level, subscription level, resource group level, or even at individual resource level. And if it is applied to a parent node, that means it is inherited by the subsequent children nodes. So if let's say you applied a reader role at management group level, then all the resources, all the object inside this hierarchy, such as this subscription and this subscription, this resource group, and all the resources would have the reader role by default. So it inherits from parent to child by default, and you can override it. For example, you want only the admin access to this particular resource over here. So you can assign the admin role directly to this resource over here, and for rest of them would have the reader role by default. So these all are nothing but scope. So scope could be at a management group, a subscription, a resource group, or even individual resources. So we have our scope such as resources, our roles such as a reader role, a contributor role, owner role, or a custom role. And then we have our identity on which the role is applied, such as a user, a group of users, managed identity, or even a service principal. So combination of a scope, a role, and an identity is collectively known as a role assignment. Let's head over to the Azure portal and see how role assignment works. Alright, so we are logged into our Azure portal on portal.azure.com, and we're gonna head over to one of our scope. It could be a subscription, a resource group, or a resource. Let me go ahead to this resource group over here, which is backend RG. Once I do that, on the left side, you will see different options. So we have to go over here, which says access IAM. So this is the place where we provide the role assignment and check the current roles. To do a role assignment, you can click over here, which says add, and click add role assignment. Now it will ask you again those three things that we have asked. First is scope. Scope we have already selected as a resource group. So that is the default scope for now. And then it will ask you to select the roles. So here are the different roles. It has reader role, access review operator, and there are like a bunch of roles over here. So let me go ahead and select the reader role and then hit over here which says next. Then it will ask you the identity, whether the role is to be assigned to a user, group, or service principal, or a managed identity. So let me select a user and click over here which says select members. Now on the right side, it will ask me which member this role needs to be assigned to. So here is a demo user that I have created for this demo. So I'm going to select this. Once I select this, then it will ask you to review and assign the role, right? So again, we have selected three things. First is the role itself, then the identity to which the role is to be assigned, and then the scope, which is resource group for this. So I'll click over here which says review and assign and hit it one more time. Okay, it says added role assignments. Now you can view the existing role assignment from here, which says role assignments. And if I scroll down to the demo user, it says it has the reader role. Now, this is the scope. Over here is this resource, which is a resource group. So if I go to overview section of this resource group and go to a resource inside that resource group, which is this storage account, and again I go to IAM and check the role assignments over here, you see this demo user has a reader role for this resource as well, which is a storage account, and it was inherited from the resource group. So this is what we discussed, how role is assigned from top to bottom in the hierarchy. And let's say my user Piyush Sachdeva has the owner role on this resource because I am the owner of this subscription. So it is inherited from top to down for that as well. So if I will log in with my demo user, I would have the reader access to this resource as well as the resource group. Let's talk about conditional access now. You have a user trying to log into your server from either unexpected location or an unknown location or a device. Azure Active Directory treats this as a suspicious activity and prompt the user to provide one or more authentication method such as CAPTCHA or one-time password or even a personal identification security question. Based on the response, it will decide to either grant you full access, limited access, or deny access to the requested resource. So, this process is called conditional access. Now, let's have a look at the knowledge checks. Feel free to take the screenshot of this page and try to answer these questions. If you find any difficulty answering these, let me know in the comment section below and I will try to help you out. And if you get the answer, then also let us know so that others can also understand the different answers and why did you select that answer. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope this video was somewhat beneficial to you. If you think it added some value and you have learned something out of it, give it a thumbs up, and if you are new here, consider subscribing the channel. So that's it for this video, guys. I will see you soon with the next video. If you have any comments, feedback for me, let me know in the comment section below and I will try to respond as soon as possible. So thank you for watching and have a good day.